There we go. We're live. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Let me just check if we are actually live. Let's see. There we go. We are live. Yes, we are officially live. Welcome to my first live stream alone. My name is Karel Mergel, and I will be doing today. We will be doing some introductions of me first, and then we will start off by me telling some stories about my videos, uh, and we will analyze them. We will look at the statistics. We will look at them in depth. We already made a webinar with my dad last week on Friday, where we were kind of skimming through these pointers, and it was how cracking the YouTube algorithm. But I will go into these statistics a little bit further today, and we had a little less time last time, so we'll see. All right. So all right, my name is Karel Mergel. I'm originally from Prague, Czech Republic. I was born there. I lived there for 15 years, and then I went for a couple of summer vacations to the United States. I then moved to Raleigh, North Carolina permanently in 2021, and I went to high school there, graduated there in 2023. Uh, During that time, I took 2 semesters of video editing classes, and I also created my YouTube channel, Global Productions. Then I moved to Bloomington, Illinois, where I go to college now. I'm a college sophomore, and I study history. So, what do we have here? So, how I got into here's a story of how I got into YouTube as a viewer. I got into it back in 2013, back when I was like 8 years old, and I used to love the game Minecraft. It was just very fascinating to me, and I just wanted to watch every single bit of it on YouTube. I couldn't get it on my phone or on my computer because I didn't have a computer at the time, and my phone, like, my parents didn't really want to, buy me that game at first. Anyways, so I just wanted to watch YouTube videos about it, and YouTube was the best platform at the time for videos. And I watched a YouTube creator, guy by the name of Dan TDM. Some of you might know him, some might not, but he was a big deal in Minecraft at the time. So I watched him. He was my first YouTube subscription, and I went to be a YouTube consumer for about the next 9 years, up until right, yeah, up until no, not yeah 9 years, up until 2022, when I created my own YouTube channel and became a creator myself. And about that, how I got into creating my YouTube channel. So I got into the when I got into the United States, at first I was just going to school, playing some hockey, not all that much what a typical high schooler would do. And then my dad told me, like, hey, uh, you've been watching YouTube for a very long time, nine years now, so why not, you know get some of that YouTube knowledge and create your own YouTube channel as a creator, and you might have success or whatever. Get yourself out there, build yourself a brand. So that's what I decided to do. And in May of 2022, I created Global Productions. After my first semester in the United States, I took a video class, and then the next semester after that, my first semester of junior year, I took another video editing class, and then the second semester of junior year, I created my YouTube channel. And at first, it was mostly just promo for my dad's company, NC Web Dev, and it was mostly just pretty simple videos. I didn't know much still, even after taking the 2 classes. I didn't know a lot of video editing in depth, but we still did them. And it was mostly like, yeah, like I said, promo videos where my dad just talked, and yeah, it was pretty crude and simple. Uh, Anyways, so that's how it started off. Then I did some Canva animated videos. I got into that about 3 months in like July or whatever. And then I made, I don't know how many, like 10, 15 of them. Some of them were narrated, and it was mostly about video marketing. It was about website statistics and all that stuff. And then I did that for the next couple of months. I didn't do many of them over the months, but I was sometimes busy with school, busy with whatever. And after that, in March of 2023, we started doing, at first my dad, then me, we started doing daily YouTube shorts. And we decided to go into that because YouTube shorts is still, right now, it is better than TikTok. It is dominating TikTok. TikTok is just nothing compared to YouTube Shorts, because YouTube Shorts, YouTube is the second largest search engine right after Google, and too many people use it. I believe YouTube Shorts has more monthly active users than TikTok right now. So we decided to get into that because that had major promise for growth. So we started off in March, like I said. He did the first 35 shorts to 40 shorts or something like that, and then he said, like, there's a lot of young people on YouTube, a lot of them, way more than old people are. And my dad is obviously old, or older, not old, not ancient. However, yeah, so he said, yeah, like, you're probably going to be a better face for the channel, because people want to listen to young people. The young people want to listen to young people. They don't want to see like old men saying something to them, because that just reminds them of their parents or whatnot. So it's just better to it's just better if it's one of their peers, because they'll listen. And so I decided, I was like, I never wanted to get into that, because I was just like really, really scared and nervous of being on camera, being seen by potentially thousands of people. And I was always like, the beginnings were bad, really bad. So I was like, I made a deal. If my short got more views than the last couple of shorts that my dad made, I said, I was like, yeah, I'll probably start making them. And then so I made that short. It was a very, very, very simple short, just me talking, not a lot of edits, not a lot of captions, not any animations almost. And it was just my experience of ChatGPT hallucinating. I just spoke the story like I'm speaking right now. And even without all the animations, it still got, I believe, yeah, like 540 views, while my dad's shorts were getting like at most 200, 100 around there. So it got way more views at the time than his shorts. So it was that one was pretty much doomed. I was like, yeah, that has to start doing them now, because yeah, it's just look at the stats. It was a deal. A deal's a deal. So after that, I just started making them, and I improved over time. I would say so, at least. If I'll actually look into that later in the stream, I will look at my first short, and then my last short, my latest short, to prove a point that even if you are very inexperienced at first, I was not a great speaker at all. I was speaking very slowly, very just boring, monotone, slow, all that stuff. And so we will look at that, and just even if you are bad, or you don't know how to do speaking, or you're nervous in front of the camera, over time it gets way, way better. So what else do we have here now? I will start by just looking at some of my older shorts. I'll actually just show my first short, and then I'll show my latest short to prove that point. And I actually will, if you want me to analyze your YouTube channel live on stream right here and give you some free pointers, I will gladly do that. So if you want that, just send it in the chat, and I will look into that channel live on stream. So yeah, now we shall be sharing my screen. Let's see, screen. Sorry, I gotta get this in. Sorry about the delay. And oldest. Here we go. Let's share that. There we go. Can we see this? Hopefully we can see this. Should be visible, yes. So these were my first, our first shorts. This is my dad's shorts, of course. As you can see, 173 was on the first one. I actually expanded over time, but that's double digits, all of them, pretty much. Some of them, like I said, up to 200, 262, 286, but most of them were not that, popular. And then, as you can see, and then there's my first short. Actually, what is hilarious, my dad's just before that got 406. So it's bound to grow probably, but nonetheless, it was still the best short out of all of them. And just to compare, I'll play it right now. I hate seeing myself, but what can I do? Let's see. Will it work? Will it work? And it stopped. Oh, here we go. And I wanted to share my... Oh, come on. Hey. There you go. Hello. Today's video is a continuation of yesterday's short, and I wanted to share my experience of ChatGPT hallucinating. So I was making a research paper, and I asked ChatGPT for 15 links, and it gave me these links to reliable medical sources, such as PubMed. And I clicked all of these, but they led to the sites, but it gave me an error 404, not found. And except for the last one, which was actually a PDF, it gave me a link to a PDF, and I clicked that. It was good, so I used that. But 1 out of 15, not a good ratio. And if you do ask ChatGPT for links, always check that they are reliable. Always check that they work. And if not, then don't trust it. And like, share, comment, subscribe. See you tomorrow. So as you can see, that was me. When was this? Yeah. Let's see. Description. In May 1st of 2023. That was me about a year and 3 months ago. That was very... I'm still wondering, like just now I wondered, how did that manage to get 500 views and 20 likes? That's just unimaginable to me, because that compared to my videos now, that was just, like I said, monotone. So here's my newest video, which actually is still growing, and it has very good stats, so I hope it'll get bumped, and it should, but let's just watch it. And of course the sound is not working. YouTube Premium just when they came out? Well, bad news, because... Sorry. You can make it. There we go. YouTube ends legacy pricing. Did you buy YouTube Music and YouTube Premium just when they came out? Well, bad news, because that price is now going to be gone. This change was only supposed to be happening to US prices, but last minute they decided they would throw Europe in there as well. So even if you've had YouTube Music for 10 years, too bad. You will now be paying more, meaning they lied about their grandfather prices, because those were not supposed to increase ever. So if you are affected by this, will you be canceling your subscription, or will you be keeping it? Subscribe to my channel, let me know in the comments. YouTube... See that? Way better. Just way better. The cuts, everything, zoom in, zoom outs, images, captions, sound effects, animations, way better than that. Of course, I get rewarded continuously for that. Most of my videos nowadays have usually over 1,000 at least. And yeah, so that's the progress. And even you can, if you're looking to create a YouTube channel, like I said, you can be that. It'll take some time, of course. You have to be consistent about that. But you will be way better. You will get way better with time. Of course, practice makes perfect. So that's just a very short... should prove my point. And now, let's see. Oh, God. I lost my notes. All right. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Well, now what I wanted to get into was statistics. Statistics are very important in YouTube, obviously, and I need to share the next screen. Stop screen sharing, and then end. There we go. Yeah, there we go. No. All right, that works, I guess. Oh, come on. I'll just keep it like that. Sorry about that. Now, these are some of the statistics. I actually have been slacking off the past couple of months. To be honest, I could have had today probably over 1,000 subscribers, but I just was lazy over the summer. There was no excuse for it. No school. I could have been making videos every day, but I just didn't. I was just, like I said, slacked off, lazy. And I deem myself fully responsible for that. And yeah, but this one, I believe, let's see if it shows. All right, analytics, here we go. Nice. Yeah, it's actually reached 4,000 views now. So this is a very, very interesting curve, by the way, because the algorithm always was like, for the past year at least, it worked. It would bump you up all the way to, let's say, 1,000 or something like that, and then it would just like keep, if it had good stats after that, it would keep growing, or it would get another bump or something like that. But this one is just like very linear growth, despite pretty much, in my opinion at least, awesome statistics. Like awesome statistics as in 64% viewed, which is just like a great thing. Usually my older shorts and that type of stuff got usually when it's under 50, then it won't do a second round or whatever, and it won't grow. But this is 64%, which is like reaching my so far my best shorts viewed rate, which was like, again, like around 65% or something like that. And that one got like 66,000 views. So I'm very hopeful with this one. And then the average view duration is also important, very important actually, because retention. YouTube, what does YouTube want to make? They want to make money, and they want for that they need screen time, they need ad revenue. So the more people view your videos, the more you'll get boosted in the feed. So this one has 18%, which is about, I actually saw it just before this, it was 70%, I believe. Let me check on the phone about that. It is 72.4% average percentage viewed, which is for a 26-second video. It is a pretty awesome stat, along with the viewed rate. So, and also wanted to point out, for the length of the short, it should be under 30 seconds. I sometimes, like for example, the first one, like I showed you, that was like a 50-second story. It drags on, and people are gonna leave. Then they're not interested in that. They're not interested in the drawn out type of content. Or sometimes even like when you say like, oh, I'll reveal this at the end, a lot of the people leave. I actually have that from experience. Whenever somebody says I watch a short, if they say I'll reveal whatever it is at the end, I just leave, because I'm not going to skip there. I'm not going to do anything. I just want to watch a video, and I want to get to the point. It's just like an action movie. It's supposed to get right to the action. If it doesn't get to the action right away, I skip. And that's sometimes what happened to me also. Well, like with this video, let's see if I can search it up somehow. Filter. Yeah. Oh, what was it named? Sorry about that. It was named FBI Tracks Your Notifications. Just FBI. There we go. So this one, yeah, it only had, and this was, when was this? Probably one of my newer videos, or more experienced quote unquote videos. So do not know how to search. Oh, never mind. I can just search up here. It was, oh my gosh, yeah, March 4. Oh, that's 2020. This is 2024. Yeah, that's actually one of my newer shorts where I probably didn't have the slow talk and monotone voice. This was more of the action type of content, but it still only got 259 views. Well, let's watch the short and let's see. Oh, sorry. Yeah, here we go. Let's see why it got just like 250 views. Why didn't it get more? Oh, darn, it never works.
The FBI tracks your notifications. And how? Well, all phones are assigned a push token, which is what apps use to send you push notifications. Recently, a was caught on Teleguard, a Swiss private messaging app, doing some very illegal stuff. The FBI then requested the push token, which the company gave them, and then they showed it to Google and demanded they give them a list of email addresses tied to that push token. Within a week, the FBI arrested the guy, and now he's facing prison time. So how is this wrong? Well, it's easy. If they can do this to him, they can do it to anybody. And the FBI might say, oh, we're only doing this for extreme cases, which I would support, but I think that they're actually spying on everybody's notifications like this. Subscribe to my channel and tell me in the comments, what do you think of the FBI spying on your notifications?
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah, it's just drawn out. It is totally a total of 36 seconds. Sure, it's just above that limit, like I said, but it doesn't get straight to the point, like how it could affect you. It just keeps saying, I just keep saying, I mean, it's my video, of course. I just keep saying how some guy somewhere got caught doing this, and then at the end, all the way at the end, when everybody's probably gone, I say, oh yeah, this could probably happen to you because of that. So let's see the actual stats. There we go. Yeah, it was just like, how many? 45% viewed, which I'm actually surprised that, you know, could have gotten a little more. But yeah, like YouTube, they just didn't like it, and I completely understand that. So if you don't understand why your YouTube video is not getting a lot of views, and this is high, look at the view duration, right? It's under half, which is like 40. This is probably around 49%, which YouTube hates. For 36-second videos, for 36-second videos, the percentage time, or the average view duration, should be at least like 60% for them to boost it. And so this this short was a fail. Like a lot of my shorts actually have been kind of fails. Not recently. Recently, I've learned more about how the YouTube algorithm works, the Premiere works, how to make my videos, and of course, so the main pointers are personal stories are probably the best. It's what's going to give you the best. Personal stories. Yeah, that's the best type of video you can make, a personal story. That was my first short. If I made that today with my edits and all that stuff, it could probably get like, I would say 5,000 views. But yeah, it was made very crudely, but it still got 500 views. Still don't understand that, of course. Yeah. So that's a personal stories are the best. Then either that, or you have to put a spin on that story. Like, you make it into a joke, even if it's I forgot. I didn't really prepare any of my videos, but I know I made videos where I just took a completely normal sounding like title or an article, and I turned it into a joke, right? Like, AI gets bored from studying, for example, this one, because that was I'm still sharing this yet. Oh, so this was actually also recent, but the headline was, what was it saying?
AI.
Claude AI gets bored during coding. Yeah, so this was kind of a funny headline, and of course, but you're supposed to make it into a joke. If you just make it like a news anchor, if you talk like a news anchor, if you talk just news, like given the news, it's like, oh yeah, don't make it interesting. People are gonna leave. They don't care about the news. As I said in our previous webinar, people have news in front of them all the time. They don't care about news. They want to watch your opinion, your take on it, your spin on it, if you will.
AI gets bored from learning. Just a couple of days ago, the developers of Anthropic's Claude AI, after reviewing some footage of a coding demo, found out that Claude AI got bored. In the video, they showed that after a couple of hours of training, Claude started browsing Google on its own. But it gets even better. It didn't just search Yellowstone up, it started browsing the images. So I would say this is just Claude's version of going on Instagram Reels instead of studying. What do you think of artificial intelligence procrastinating? Subscribe to my channel and tell me in the comments.
Actually, I didn't notice this mess up.
Channel, tell me instead of studying. What do you think of artificial intelligence procrastinating?
Oh, whoops. Oh well, who cares? It's still got not a lot of people actually are usually, once that I noticed in my retention, once the subscribe pops up, a lot of people leave. The retention drops off. Which I understand, because this is the end of the video. You're announcing the end of the video, so I was actually thinking about taking that out, maybe making it shorter so I could have a little longer retention. And the stats for this is a pretty good video. Got 1.4 thousand, which is usually my average, and yeah. And I also made heavy use of just videos that were not mine. Forgot the term for that. Basically just imported videos, and yeah, I just spliced it into my talking, which is actually a pretty good strategy to increase sometimes your retention. But if don't overuse it. I think in this video I maybe overused it a little too much. That's why it only got 6.9% viewed. So that's another thing. Don't overuse. If you are going to use videos that are not yours, don't overuse them. Or if you are going to overuse them, make them either have them be funny, or if they are funny, you can use a little more of them. But if they are not funny, you have to make quick edits, like I tried to do. So this one got 41.3% viewed, which is also interesting. But YouTube just sometimes the algorithm confuses me a little bit, because how come that other one that had 45% viewed had only 250, and this one gets this one gets 1.4 thousand. Probably because I had a little less subscribers back then. Not by a lot though, because over the summer, like I said, I slacked off, so the subscriber count didn't really grow. But this one, yeah, I just don't really get the engagement. Probably was a little better. I mean, the average views duration, yeah, about 66%. So that's about the optimal levels where you can be. And also another reason why that could account for that is the YouTube algorithm changed, and it changes a lot. YouTube algorithm just it used to be about every month. They kind of figured it out now, so it's like for what is it? Every couple of months, like 4 months or something like that. So it probably could have changed from then to now, which has been about 4 months. And yeah, so that's another reason why that could have why that's got a little more views than that one. And then another point I would say, oh yeah, how I make my research, how I find my topics. So what I usually do is I just either go on my phone or go on Google, and I just I'll actually show you right now. Just instead, Google News. There you go. Just click on that, and I make my own videos about technology. Technology is my most favorite topic. You can actually type in any topic in here, but if I go to technology, which is a big topic, that's why it has its own little thing. Then you see, and I could show you. I can make you a demo of how I would transform the title into an interesting title for viewers to see. 6 AI will I would have to read through this article, but it sounds. I might actually, if it's a good one, I might actually make my next video on that, because that sounds really interesting. Device will tap into cameras, doorbells, and run Apple's app. So, a title would be something like, "Are you ready to give more access to Apple?" Maybe that's a little too long. Apple will now control your home, or something like that. Or I usually just brainstorm a couple of extreme ideas, and then I narrow them or cool them down a little bit, and narrow them up, cut them up a little, so that so you can fit more in the title. And yeah, that's a really interesting article, though. I'll actually say that. Yeah, so that's how you just search them up, and inside of the articles, that you have to read them, of course. And it usually, for me, it takes me 10 minutes to make the research. Depending if I already have like a pre-made topic, I just read through the article, then it takes less. But if I'm searching for a topic and then reading all the articles, it takes more, obviously. But yeah, you look through the article, you look for some interesting stuff, and it has to relate to people, of course. Like I said before, it has to be about them. It has to be about people. If it's not about the people, or if it's not a personal experience, the people just won't listen. If it's just, yeah, like I said, if it's news, they already see them, they don't care about that. You need to make it about yourself. You need to make it about you. Or even, it doesn't even have to be like a personal experience, because not a lot of people will probably have this device. You could say, "Oh, I was thinking about buying it," or I mean, it can be like another relative's experience, and you don't, it doesn't even have to be your own. But, or, "I was thinking about buying this, but I'm not going to buy it because I don't want Apple controlling my home, because that's an intrusion of privacy. I don't like that." Yeah. So, and I actually, there's a lot of videos on my channel being skeptical of these new surveillance things. Like, I'm not a big fan of doorbell cameras. Doorbell cameras are not really, at least to me, it's like I'd have to have my cameras hardwired, because into that doorbell camera, anybody can tap into it. Anybody can disable it. It doesn't matter. There was like stories of some like Mexican cartels going around homes in Texas or New Mexico, one of the border states, and they were literally just leaving some uh, like disruptors, like internet network disruptors. They were leaving them outside of homes, and then a couple of hours later, once once the family was gone or whatever, they would come in and rob everything, and the family would have no footage of it because they, the cameras inside the home, the ring cameras, got disabled because of that disruptor. Yeah, same thing. Same thing with drones. They have been doing this with drones as well. They were just flying drones over neighborhoods and, scoping out houses, disrupting them from the drones actually, and then they went in and robbed everything. So that's why I'm not a big fan of that. I would not be a big fan of this either. So yeah, and another thing, personal experience, something about the viewer or critique. People love a good critique. People love a good negative opinion. Of course, I've criticized a lot of stuff on my channel, but I'm not a negative person. I'm actually pretty happy, I would say so at least. But a critique, because people like watching critique. That's why the news, if you look at it, it's all negative. It's all like whenever there is a happy story, uh, it's rare. It is a very rare phenomenon that you would see a very happy story on the news, since it doesn't get clicks. Nobody cares. Like, oh yeah, neighbor helps neighbor. Who cares? We want to see, somebody just, I don't know. It's terrible. Like, this world is full of negativity and people love it. I don't consider myself a part of that, but I just try to cater to that kind of the hunger for negativity. It's just, yeah, it's what you need to do sometimes. And then what else did I want to say here? How many do we have? We got 30 minutes. Wow, that's quite a long time. We still got 30 minutes to go. So I will now wait for a couple of minutes if we have any live chats. Oh well, okay. Well, I have a couple of live chats, of course. Just wondering if any of our viewers here live in the chat. It's not a lot of them. 2 right now, unfortunately. Doesn't matter. It's my first live. I need to check sometimes I'm streaming from Restream, and sometimes the comments don't show up properly. I'll have to check the live stream from actually YouTube. Gosh. There we go. Oh my. There's plenty of comments. Yeah. There's a couple of them. Yeah, but no links, unfortunately, for me to analyze. Yeah. Sorry. And then, well, we'll just analyze some more videos from my channel. I'll analyze the best video that I've had. Kind of give you a sneak peek into the analytics. Yeah. There we go. It should work. There we go. Filter views. Oh gosh. There we go. Yeah, so this was my best video out of all of them. I'm actually surprised. I thought it was more seconds than that, but I managed to fit a lot of it in there. And this was still my kind of slow talking period, I believe. It is, yeah, October. Yeah, that was my slow talking period. That was last year. That was October 24th of last year. As you can see, it's interesting how it grew. It went from first day, it was 2,300, and then the second day, it was instantly like just 10,000 more. So it was like I just thought it was like, oh yeah, it's a pretty good video. Then when I first saw it the first day, 2,300 was at the time was a really good number. I was like, oh yeah, that's a nice video. But the statistics were saying something else. It was like, it was very good statistics. And so yeah, I got rewarded by YouTube for that. So, and then I went to bed that first day, or after that first day, and then in the morning, it was like, my dad sent me like a couple of texts. It was like, oh yeah, look into YouTube Studio, and I looked at it. It was like 13,000. It was like, oh wow, the most shorts I've ever had. I mean, the most views I've ever had. It was It's crazy, and I thought it was gonna like stop there or something like that, but no, it actually just over the next 20. No, wow, still over. I was cut it right here. 46 days. Over the next 46 days, it kept growing. So that's another lesson in there. If you're scared that you don't get a lot of views, or in the first one, in the first wave, with like I just was kind of scared that my latest video is not going to get a lot of views. Well, you never know. Over the next 46 days, it can grow to 67,000 even. And those statistics here, they were actually, they dropped a little bit. Oh, yep, see that? So right now, my latest video is at 64%, and this one, I believe, I'm not sure how much the viewed rate was. It had to be higher because it always, and it's like the rule of thumb is it always, when it shows it to the broader public, it drops off. So this probably had 75%, maybe 80% viewed. And then once it started getting a lot of views, then it dropped off. What else did I want to say about this? Got the engagement. Yeah. So average, yeah, and then this is the key right there. 35 seconds out of 39 seconds viewed. That's perfect. That is, well, nearly perfect. It's not perfect, but it is 90% viewed. That's what YouTube's looking for on a 39-second video. 90% viewed is like just amazing. So sometimes it's not, like I said, it's not. It doesn't even have to be about the percentage viewed. It could just be literally just a time. But it's good if you have a good mix of both. Of course, if both are good, then it's going to skyrocket. But even if just one of, either one is good, then it's going to be really good. Or it can be, well, less good than if both. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Of course. And for shorts, the audience, it doesn't, I've never looked at it that much. Doesn't really matter. Actually, this is funny. So for the 66,000 views, 99.1% were men, which is just like, yeah, okay, sure. That it's still good, right? The views are good, but if it, for example, attracted a larger female audience, but statistically, females are not much into this type of stuff or this type of content. Why Apple charges $129 for a USB-C cable? So of course men watched it a lot, but like I said, if women watched it, if it was 50-50, it could have gotten twice that, of course, because of course there's an equal amount of men and women in the world. So yeah, but like I said, the unique viewers, returning viewers, I don't know why it's not even showing up. Oh, because it's too late now. But it doesn't matter on most of the shorts, because shorts are always going to be, if you're an early channel, if you created a channel newly, or if you're a new channel, it's not gonna matter, because it's always going to be, someone's always going to be new, and most of your viewers are going to be new because most of your viewers have never seen your channel. Of course, if it's Mr. Beast, who has, I'm not even sure how many subscribers. I know over 100 million, but not exactly. But 100 million subscribers, of course, you're gonna have like a good ratio of not subscribed to subscribed. Like only 0.1% of this of the viewers of this video were subscribed, obviously, because I believe I had over like 300 subscribers back then, or something like that. Maybe a little less even. I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah. So it doesn't matter. So don't look at this tab. Geographies, of course, they're also kind of important to look at. I'm surprised that, well, I'm not really surprised, because India has been increasing their smartphone numbers dramatically, actually. So they're only bound to grow. So now they're actually above like all these countries: United Kingdom, Canada, Australia. So 11% of Indians were watching my videos, or like the whole demographic. So how much would it be? 10%. 6,000, yeah. 6,000 views were from India. So keep an eye out on that. Sometimes you have to, like, if you notice that if India grows a lot in one video, you can make another video about that. But I don't like to make videos catering to India, because I'm not from India, and I also don't know what they would like. I'm just analyzing these numbers. So I usually cater to the US population. No subtitles. Sometimes pay attention to the subtitles. Subtitles can be useful, as you can see. 3.8%. It might not seem like a lot, but in higher counts, it could be differences between like thousands of views, basically. So Just keep an eye out on that. But if you're a small channel, usually YouTube creates your own subtitles. I usually put them in my videos just directly through Adobe Premiere Pro because it's just easier, I would say, just to have them over there, and it also increases the retention because people watch the popping captions and it's engaging, at least in my opinion. Have any new comments? Talk about NC Web Dev. What should I say about NC Web Dev? I mean, I could say that you own it. My dad owns it. He actually in the chat currently he's writing that I should talk about NC Web Dev. But right now I remember. So I don't manage only like this channel, Global Productions. I also made videos for. We had a RDUNs, which is a channel for one of our clients. Then there was two, and then the second one was City to City USA, which was my dad's traveling channel. I made a long form video for that. He made a couple of its own shorts, and it's actually kind of interesting because despite having just a handful of subscribers, he got just thousands of views on one of his shorts, which is just interesting to see. So again, another pointer. Even if you are a small YouTube channel, just keep going, and you never know what type of short hits. And also the reason for why Global Productions earliest shorts were so low is because they were mostly about marketing NC Web Dev or the web, like statistics about webs or interesting other type of interesting stuff like that. I actually want to see the first videos shorts now, because they were like just some of the titles were oldest. Here we go. What is digital marketing used for? Then there was how to videos for better engagement, video marketing, webinar invitation, how to meet people in 2023. It was just it was interesting topics for marketers or website builders and stuff like that, but that's not a big niche. Like technology, AI right now, it's a very big niche. Didn't used to be that way also, but ever since ChatGPT came out, it became a very big niche. That's why I also got into it, because when ChatGPT came out, I started using it. I was just fascinated by it, and I was thinking about like, hey, this is crazy. This is the future. Like I asked it because I was doing some reading about Shakespeare, and I asked about Shakespeare, and knew just everything about his books and everything. Just listed out everything, and I was like, wow, yeah, this is going to be the future. So after that, I started making videos about that because I was just so fascinated with it. So then this, like I said, the City to City USA. City to City USA. I'm just looking at the chat. Anyways, so City to City USA. Then there is so I made the intro long form video for that, and then there's Global Productions, which is our oldest project, and then NC Web Dev, which my dad created for his business, basically for his own needs. But I still make so far from the shorts that are there, I made most of them. So if you want to check out his channel, it is NC Web Dev. How you hear it, that's how you write it. So it stands for North Carolina Web Development, and that's how you so just go check out some of his videos, and those are a little more interesting topics. They're more they're still kind of about like latest one was about LinkedIn. There's some website stuff in there too, but they're still pretty good shorts, and they got some success, and with my new innovations, kind of, I would call them, in editing. Of course they're not new, but for me they're new, and I learned to I still haven't learned the entirety of Adobe Premiere Pro. Of course, I'm still a novice compared to some way more professional editors, but it's still like it, even simple editing can be effective. Like all of my shorts that I did daily, because I sometimes just didn't have time for them. Last year, at least, like over the summer, I did have time for them. I just didn't do them. There's a difference. So yeah, but last year, all the shorts, they took me like usually an hour to make. It was 10 minutes for research if I didn't have a pre-selected topic. Then I had another 10 minutes for recording, because how I usually do it is just like I press play, take 3 different takes of like a sentence or 2 sentences sometimes, and then either just keep recording in one whole take, and then I just like put it into the studio, cut it up, make those edits, make those zoom in, zoom outs, whatever, and then you just do that. But I figured out a whole streamlined process of how to do these shorts on my own. There we go. Yeah, so I figured out a whole line. I just pop out like that every couple of. Oh, I got a new comment. I should play the city to city intro. I don't know. And it could, however, it is pretty long. It is a demo of my work, kind of. I can't even search the channel up through YouTube. It usually doesn't actually show up on YouTube for whatever reason. City USA. I just have to search up on Google, and then City to City USA YouTube, and then it pops up. There, intro to Cities to City USA channel. It's 3 minutes. I mean, we could play the entire thing. This was actually made a year ago in September. Yeah, so more than a year ago, 1 year and 2 months ago. Ever since then, my editing has only gotten better, probably. So I'll, at the request of the audience, I will play the video then. So share this tab instead. There we go. Now it should work. Let me check. Maximize. There we go.
Karel Mergel, and welcome to my City to City USA channel. What is it about? Well, let me first tell you something about myself. I was born in Czech Republic, grew up in New York City, Staten Island, did a lot of horse riding there back in the day. Then I went back to Czech Republic for 5 to 7 years, stayed more than 20, traveled all across Central Europe and many other countries. And I don't want to list all of them here, but periodically through my blog, I'll let you know. My son was born in 2005, just started college in Bloomington, Illinois. I came back to the U.S. in 2017. He followed me here. I stayed in New York City for a couple of years. After COVID, I escaped to Raleigh down south, which was a much nicer and pleasant area for anti-COVID stuff that happened. I mean, all the rules and regulations, it was a little bit more open, which was nicer for me. And then now he's going to college in Bloomington, Illinois, my son, and we figured we'd take a ride from Raleigh to Bloomington and do a little road trip, stop in a bunch of cities, and just give people the perspective. We just want to see it for ourselves first, but then I was like, you know what? I like this. I may want to do it more because I've seen all of Europe, but I haven't seen much of the U.S., the cities, the smaller cities, the ins and outs, the way of life. And I mean, I use my NC WebDev digital marketing to sponsor this, and I do Uber and DoorDash. So I have a lot of experience with that, and I want to give you tips on where the best areas in each city are, and how much is it per mileage in each city, how much you could make in each city. I was quite surprised because I thought that Raleigh was okay, and the smaller cities, I was like, it's going to be bad. And I went to Asheville. I was like, you basically can make the same money in Asheville same as in Raleigh. And then went to Knoxville, again, same thing. I think best one so far was St. Louis, but we visited all these cities, and now he's off of college, and I'm just going to keep driving. And so I want to document everything, record it here, put it up. I'll do daily updates maybe, or as often as I can through the shorts system. We have a bunch of channels we started doing. I was like, I like traveling. I want to get to the United States. I don't want the official statistics. I don't want the official numbers on crime rates and stuff like that. I just want to go in. I want to drive through the good neighborhoods, bad neighborhoods, see things. For example, Washington, Illinois, which is right outside of Peoria, has a huge statue of Lincoln. Never heard of that. It's just in front of a fire department in the middle of nowhere. And it's like, wow, those are things you would normally not see if you don't study and don't particularly know. So, and then there's what good bars to go to, what good restaurants, what bad restaurants, what bad hotels. I generally stay at Super 8s in Wyndham, and Best Westerns, and Comfort Inns. So that's my plan, and I'll be doing periodic videos of each city that I go into. I've done a bunch of recordings, so welcome, subscribe, stay tuned, and hope to see you soon here again, and I'll give you my first video during this week or something.
Yeah, so that was my first long form actually in a while. I hadn't done a long form for a couple of months before that, I only made those Canva animated shorts and or shorts. Yeah, they were basically shorts. They were just like a minute. And before that, yeah, it was the last one that I made a long form. Before that was like I don't know, yeah, like I said, a couple months, 5 months probably. So it's not in the best form. Even in my opinion today, looking back at it retrospectively, this video could have been way better. And I actually took a longer time to do it for whatever reason. Yeah, because I was getting used to doing long form. But yeah, there's still like you probably could have seen some visible mess ups, which yeah, it's I would probably polish those out. What I would also do differently is where he's always breathing in. Of course, you have to make a cut, or if he takes a pause, you have to take a cut so the video keeps going. Also, whenever you make the cut, just zoom in or a little bit, just a little bit, just like just a tiny bit zoom in, not all the way like zooming into his face or something like that, but yeah, just a little bit. And then yeah, so otherwise it's a pretty good video all in all, considering this was only last September, and also I only edited shorts up until that for about 5 months. So I would say a pretty good job. Just there were like could have polished some of those mess ups up. Anyways, so we are approaching from final 9 minutes. All right, what I wanted to talk about next, future plans. Future plans are interesting for me because future plans for the channel will probably be start being consistent again after the summer of laziness and just laying around all day doing nothing. So start being consistent again. I'll start it up a little gradually. Probably, I started just this weekend. I did 2 shorts this weekend, and I will be doing, I will say, another 2 shorts this week, but then I will start ramping it up, like 3 or 4, 5, and then I'll get back to my original 1 short a day schedule. So that'll be something I'll be focusing on now, along with school, because obviously, of course, school is important, and I have some tougher classes this semester, and I will have some even tougher classes next semester. I will be taking like business law and all that stuff. So hopefully it doesn't impede me too much. It shouldn't. I'll still make always time to make a video. It's an hour a day, and if I like condense it, sometimes I can just record 4 shorts at a time and then edit edit all of them at the same day, and then just schedule them up. It's going to be 4 hours out of one day. I could just do everything like that, still focus on school and be able to do these shorts. And I like making them shorts. I actually enjoy it. It's not like I hate it. It's like I like talking about it. I like when comments are flowing in. I like that. I like to respond to people. Not too many comments though on that. Like I showed you the 66,000 view video. It was, oh boy, around 180 unique comments, and I always, and there were, most of them were critical of me, because I was just, there was some minor misunderstanding about some, the cable type. It was, whatever. So there was like, you're wrong about this, and I was just like, okay, I'm wrong, sure. I just left it at that, because those people are probably not going to come back to my channel. And I always like to do an original response to each comment. It's not just like a blank response, or just a overarching response, and I'll just take it and then paste it under every single comment. I don't like that. I just like giving all the people some new perspectives and opinions. And then, of course, I'm always looking. I'm going to be looking, and I'm still looking right now. I have been looking for new clients. I've been attending some good business karma networking meetings, and I will be attending more of those. So first so networking, and then looking for clients. I'm always looking for new clients. If you need a video, if you need a short, just contact me, and I will make you a short. That's, like I showed you, like my latest one, and that takes me an hour. So I charge like $50 for 1 short. If you want something more in bulk, it's going to go down that price a little bit. Like, for example, if you want 10 shorts, I will make you, I'll instead of $500, it'll be $400 less, whatever. It's negotiable. I'm very flexible about that. Always looking for money, of course. Don't want to be the stereotypical broke college student, which I currently actually am. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm also looking for a part-time job to have a more stable income than just selling my shorts. So also looking for that. If you need video editing services, you can just pay me for that. If you need a video editor for your channel, that includes like anything, like not even shorts, not only shorts. It can be whatever. It can be managing live streams, long form content, those Canva animated videos that I have on my channel. You can check them out. I still kind of know how to make them, although Canva has changed a lot over the past couple of years. So I can do those as well. And I can do podcasts. There is an NC Web Dev podcast that I haven't uploaded to before this weekend. I haven't uploaded to it in a while, but now I started taking our older live streams and transforming them into MP3s, cutting some out. So I know how to make podcasts as well. So that's another service. So that's the whole package: long form content, short form content, podcast, live stream management, just anything you name it regarding videos. And there's a whole lot of AI videos going around the internet everywhere. And for people who might think that I use any AI in my videos, like in the production or to research or whatever, I don't. Everything is made by hand. So that's another positive. So, AI is speculated that, well, it is not speculated, it's known that it takes copyrighted content, scrapes it from the internet, and then just trains off of it. So maybe in the future, if they figure out that people have been putting AI stuff as, for example, like making their own logos with AI, they might get sued for that because that logo was actually made with copyrighted stuff. So could happen. So you will, if you get products from me, you have no problem with that. They will never be able to get you, unless of course like I use an AI image or whatever in my video, which I have sometimes. But and using an AI image and actually attributing it, I actually attributed like, yeah, this is an AI image, and you have to, on YouTube, you have to actually select like, yeah, there is an AI image in there. Then yeah, so yeah, but that's the limit of it. That's all I use AI for. It can be funny, it can be that, but never in the actual creation. So it's all original. It's all original and all manual. And I actually will be having another live stream probably on Thursday. We'll still see. Hopefully on Thursday around the same time, 4 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. So I will be showing actually my methodology. I will record a short, and I will make that short on live stream, and I will just be mostly, it was going to be a editing live stream, basically. So yeah, so those are my plans for the future, for the near future. Yeah, just like I said, classes, upping up the consistency of my YouTube Shorts output, and next it'll be just getting those clients in, trying to get them. Still, they're not easy. And also live streams. Yeah, I will be making those semi-regularly, usually probably around during Tuesdays, Thursdays in the week, sometimes on the weekends, but people are usually busy on the weekends with all that other stuff. Sunday usually is church time, and Saturday is usually football time or whatever. So yeah, but mostly Tuesdays, Thursdays around this time when people get back from work on the East Coast. So that's so those are my plans. All right, well, we are 58 minutes. I'm surprised this went by pretty fast. I was very nervous about making this live stream, but now I'm feeling actually kind of good about it. I might have blabbered a lot in the beginning, maybe even a little bit now, but yeah, it's a live stream. That's what it's supposed to be. Like if it was my video, this whole live stream's message would be condensed into less than a minute clip, and it would just be very fast. So yeah. Well, what next? No links in the chat. Nobody wanted me to analyze anything, I don't think. Yeah. So I guess that's it. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I will be back hopefully soon. Like I said, Thursday, possibly next week on Tuesday again, or something like that. there will be actually another live webinar by my dad, who is going to be I forgot what the topic was. I apologize for that. He's in the chat currently. He's watching me. It is nerve-wracking to not to forget the name of the live stream. Gosh, I'll actually stop sharing at this point. Gosh. Where's my channel? There it is. Live streams, content. And it is going to be about LinkedIn 2024 and beyond. So it's going to be a LinkedIn topic. So if you're interested in that, if I have any LinkedIn users, LinkedIn aspiring users or something like that, watch that stream, and my dad will be talking about the future of it. It's probably not going to be a positive stream because LinkedIn has been doing a lot of mess ups recently, but who knows? Maybe they'll get better. Maybe with enough critique will come change. But yeah, like I said, who knows? Anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Next Tuesday, or this Thursday. We'll see how I have time. But yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel, and goodbye.